Getting ready for opening kickoff here. I'd like to mention all our fine sponsors will bring you Wheeler Sports TV. Connor Electric, Axe Screen and Window Repair, Sushi by Yoshi, Brock Insurance, Congdon and Coleman Insurance, Cowboys Meat Market, Don Allen Auto Center, Downey Flake, Varian Masonry, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harborview Oil Corporation, Nantucket Hawking and Falconry, Humphreys Electric, The Inquiring Mirror, Island Carpets, Island Lumber, Kitty Murtaugh's, Island Pharmacy, Island Variety, Joe Rapaki CPA, Cam Appliance, Killen Real Estate, Lindsay Incorporated, Ryder Electric, Manica Marine, Hawthorne House, and our new guy aboard for Zaros. And if you'd like to be a new guy aboard, your business logo and contact plan for 6 months, 24/7, a free 15-second video ad at the $500 value, playing 1 month. Give us a call here at 825-8817. We're underway here, Paula. And Barstable, we talked about it before the game. Barstable's a tough opponent for the Whalers. They're Division I. They beat the Whalers over in Barstable's earlier this year, 5-2.
Right. Nantucket, I was just talking to Dean Geddes, who was telling me that Nantucket out of league is 0-3. In league, they are 13-0 and 13-3 altogether. So they have lost 3 games outside of the conference. That being said, Dick, that was against Martha's Vineyard Sandwich, and I believe Barnstable. They want to be going against these higher level teams. Why? They need that going into the playoffs. They're going to be seated high, and they need to be playing teams that are a step ahead of them, and that's what we're going to see tonight.
Made that save on the opening, the free kick there, and Nantucket's clearing it out.
I'm confused already because normally I'm on your other side. Is this something new we're trying?
Which do you want to be in? You want to be over here, or you want to be over here?
No, I'm fine. I like being next to Scott. This is good.
I like to use this little desk here to keep my my ads in front of me here.
Part of your retirement routine, is that right?
That's it.
So we're going to be seeing some nice action the next 40 minutes coming up on this 100 by 120 yards long and 55 to 80 yards wide high school soccer, football.
You must have been Googling it today, huh, to have all those figures in your head?
I actually was, because remember I had asked you a couple trivia questions last time, which we'll get into later, but right now let's focus on the field. You were saying Carter Cool is between the pipes. He's a senior. He's been unstoppable this season. Some nice play with him. Benny Zeef, what can you say about number 10? Ronaldo Power, number 11. Gus Day, Sean Ryder, Akeem Henry. We've got Henry Blackwell out there, number 18. Cedric Lewis, I'm going to be keeping my eye on him, number 6. But right now, Charlie Harrigan's controlling the ball in the backfield. He's done a phenomenal job all 4 years. I think he's a senior, correct, Dick? He's graduating?
Yes.
They're going to be losing a lot of seniors.
Well, this is a good senior club. They're getting themselves ready for the tournament. This is a good match tonight. You know, they'd love to pull the upset, but they'd also like make the game a little bit closer than the one on the road where they lost 5-2. They have their final game on this Thursday, and then the pairings come out Friday. They're looking for a home game, and that'll be a big thing. And
the same for the Lady Whalers. They're off island today, I think, right at this time, playing Barnstable on the lady side. And so we're hoping for them to have a win.
They're looking for a home playoff game. They've had a little bit better luck out of the league. They beat the Vineyard. And so they have won some of their non-league games. You know, when you step up against the Vineyard, one division up, Barstable's Division I, Sandwich, you know, DY, some field hockey DY. You like to play the local teams, that's good, but you know they're bigger and stronger, so you have to fight harder when you play them.
I mean, when you think about sports in Nantucket in the last 20 years, soccer is relatively new on many levels, and the infusion of this programs on both the men and the women's side, championship teams, you know, making semifinals in the States and so on, it's really a remarkable journey that they've been on. But right now we're watching Jack Sylvia, number 4, in play in the forward right wing position. We have out there Cedric Lewis in the backfield with Charlie Harrigan, one of the senior co-captains of this team. We'd like to acknowledge him, and Ben Zeef. And forgive me, Dick, it's my first time covering boys all season, so I need a couple minutes to catch my...
Game's a little bit fast. The boys play at a faster level than the girls. They use the same field, though, the same ball. They just take it up another notch.
Thank you for pointing that out. They use the same ball. Ronaldo Powell, number 11. I loved watching him last year and in the playoffs. I remember he was just animalistic on that field.
Oh, Drubble gets by, yeah.
Wow.
It almost looked like a missed kick there, and I think it sort of froze the Nantucket goalkeeper, Carter. he was going for it, and then all of a sudden it dribbled the other way, and I thought with the speed and the bounce on it was going to be a save, but somehow it just sort of spun away from. So Barstable
on the
5
boards.
minutes in, 1-0 lead. Not the way Nantucket wanted to start this one.
Wow, I'll tell you, I was watching that guy on the right side for Barnstable as we were talking, or as I was talking, and it was almost like slow motion, just like you said, the way he dribbled that in from a good distance away. And, congrats to Barnstable on a beautiful goal. But if that's any indication of this game, it's going to be a tough two halves for Nantucket. We want to turn this around early.
Well, Nantucket doesn't want to go into a shell after that. They got to play the game, and they got to go at Barnstable. It's their home game. Again, though, it's their first game on this field this year.
Right.
You lose some of your home field advantage when you play under the lights.
And how many nights have they been practicing on this field? Do they come out for a week in advance, or is it just a couple nights?
It's probably just a couple of nights. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but the field is used by the football team. I know the football team was practicing this afternoon for that. The football team has a night game this week too. They have a tournament game coming up. Right now it's scheduled for Saturday night at 5, but I was talking to the AD before the game, and they're looking at the weather, and the weather might be coming in Saturday night, so there is a chance that the football game might be Friday night.
I heard that 4-letter word for off island, perhaps.
I know it.
I don't even want to say that word.
No.
Scott, don't say it on the air.
Not when people are walking around in shorts. It just doesn't match.
Shorts.
And it starts with the same leather.
If you can't figure that one out, there's a problem. Call Dick. I did want to acknowledge in the midi position tonight we have Noah Davidson, number 36. He is a senior. Yes, snow on Saturday. It's my nephew's 4th birthday party, and my sister-in-law is planning a treasure hunt. There had best not be a snowstorm.
Don't we always have snow when Peyton comes to Boston? Isn't that part of the deal?
I think so.
Patriots should be playing the Denver Broncos Friday afternoon at 4:25. Another Brady.
Friday afternoon, is that what you said?
Sunday
yeah.
afternoon, 4:25 Sunday.
What a game last Sunday. That was
Sunday,
unbelievable.
the Patriots are on fire. Hopefully they can
Sure
keep a
will.
little of that fire going this Sunday against Peyton.
Cedric Lewis with a beautiful clearance right past the midi line. Yeah, I actually got stuff done on Sunday because it was such a strong presence by the Patriots in that first half. I figured that they've got this. I can do other things.
You can relax, right? You didn't have to sit in front of your TV biting your fingernails like the previous week against the Jets. You would have thought that they would have done that to the Jets and then had the difficult game this week against the Bears.
Absolutely.
And poor Gino. Gino is a Bears fan. So if you're listening, Gino, I'm sorry for the Bears.
The Bears, the Bulls. Charlie Harrigan, great kick off the left foot. Nice clearance in front of the net. That's what we're talking about. He's so strong in that defensive position, Dick. He's going to be sorely missed there. Hard to replicate that come next year.
Portion of today's game brought to us by Don Allen Auto Center. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Auto Center. All makes and models serviced at Don Allen Auto Center.
Leon Lefebvre with a nice clearance up to Ronaldo Powell, trying to get it to Noah Davidson, but no connection there. Watch for Powell. He's going to be scoring. He was my guy last year, and Ben Zeef. I love watching those two explode. And same for Jack Silva.
Powell is a leading scorer. He could get one. It'd be nice if one of them got one here and tied it up here early.
Remember I said he has like a movie star's kind of name, Ronaldo Powell. I love that name. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, it sounds like a star of the 40s.
The 40s, exactly. Your time.
Early movies, yeah.
Leon Lefebvre motoring up on that left side.
I did go to the movies in the 40s. I'm not afraid to admit it.
And the talkies? How about the talkies?
The talkies were there.
Yeah, there you go. Number 13, Gus Day, trying to make something happen.
He lets the ball bounce away from them. Barnstable got, they had a little 3-on-2, but Nantucket get back quickly.
Coach Brannigan does an excellent job coaching this team. They're man-on-man. There's where you see red, you see white, and that's a sign of a good team. They're just really playing hardball, but Barnstable's looking pretty tough right now.
You notice the boys are wearing pink socks. It's breast cancer awareness month, and they're doing that
Yep.
in honor. And a lot of the money raised at some of the Boost Club events. They had the pink game. Goes to the
Marla Lamb
Marla
Fund, I
Lamb
think.
Fund,
Yep,
yes.
I did the breast cancer walk when I got back last weekend, which was great. Good turnout for it, and absolutely breast
Oh, the last
cancer
time I
awareness.
talked to you, you were heading south. How was your trip south?
Amazing. I met my youngest daughter for 5 days in Miami, and we had great weather and swimming and walking, and my tennis racket ended up in Cancun, but that's a whole nother story. I forgot to get it off the plane, and the gentleman kept saying, "I'm so sorry, your racket, it's in Cancun. It's on its way to Cancun." And then I went and saw my daughter Biz for 2 days in Atlanta, and actually watched her in a courtroom practicing as a quote-unquote public defender, so that was really interesting. But the story of the day is not them, it's my daughter's puppy. I'm in love with this dog. His name is Hap. So if you want to send him a care package, let me know.
Okay.
He's really
And which daughter is this?
busy.
Busy has Hap.
Hap.
How did Hap get that name? Do we know?
I absolutely know him. Ronaldo Powell. Oh, trying to make it
Ooh.
in. Almost. He's ready. And you know what? You can see that a little bit of infusion is coming in as far as a little hot-headedness there. They best be careful. Those two defenders in Barstable are all over Ronaldo.
Referee, I didn't understand the call. If he calling an offside there.
I think it was calling an offside
Yeah.
out on Jack Sylvie. Real quickly, HAP means she lived in an apartment building called the HAP Factory, which is where they made uniforms for soldiers in World War I and World War II. You can actually Google it. And it's a converted warehouse, so she named it HAP, which I thought was pretty
very
cool.
nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Albert G. Brock Insurance wants to wish each and every student the very best year. Brock Insurance here to provide you all your insurance needs. Give them a call, 228-0104.
Nice clearance here by Charlie Harrigan up to the midfield line. Great kick, great awareness there.
You're watching this on TV 99. You can check it on the internet by going to genotv.com. And that one there, you knew that one was coming. I could see him lining that one up, and that was a real powerful shot. Nobody was going to stop that one.
That was solid, clean, crisp, right up to that right-hand corner on the goal. And you're absolutely right, Dick. There was no, you could not deflect that. That was
well placed and hard shot. That goal was brought to us by Nantucket Island Pharmacies. We've got you covered in town and out of town. In town, 45 Main Street. Out of town, 122 Pleasant Street. Both pharmacies offer you prescriptions, nutritions, beauty products, health aid, qualified and eligible staffs. Nantucket Island Pharmacies.
Penny Zeeve trying to cross it back. They really need to get something going here. We've got to hear some calling out. Oh. Nice move by Ben Zeeve. Carter Cool came out maybe just a little too far, and you're flirting with danger when you do that with a team like Barnstable at the door.
Barnstable player went down, but he's getting back up. Oh, Tony Romo last night gets knocked out of the game.
Oh,
Gets
yeah.
whacked in the back. He's had 2 back surgeries over the last
Poor
2
guy.
years.
Poor guy.
They bring him back out in the field. They put him in the game.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Wacko crazy.
Speaking of that, I wanted to talk about concussions later when we have a chance. I was doing my homework on concussions within high school soccer, so we'll talk about that second half. Right now, we're hoping Nantucket gets a goal with 26-26 on the clock. So the first 13 minutes, Dick, 14 minutes, we've seen 2 goals.
Yeah, it's been all Barnstable here, and
Sure has.
They're not letting up. Nantucket's had a couple of rushes, but really can't get any offense going. There's no shots on goal for Barnstable yet. I mean, on the Barnstable goal by the Whalers yet.
Substitution number 8, Dylan Carthy's coming in. I remember watching him last year, replacing Henry Blackwell, who's been doing a great job.
JV's played earlier this afternoon. Nantucket won the JV game 2-0.
Oh, that's great. Now, who's the coach of JV soccer? Do we know?
I'm not sure.
Not sure either. We'll find out, though, to give credit where credit's due. But right now, Ben Zeeve on fire. I wonder if he'll be playing collegiate soccer next year, Dick.
I could envision him playing at, you know, a Division III type school.
Yep, Division II, Division III, exactly. I think that's the. I don't know if his brother's playing at Middlebury. Joe Joseph. We'll have to find out.
I don't know that either.
I know on the ladies' side, Alexa Crosby's playing at UVM. She's in her second year. And on the boys' side, I don't know. My guess would be Joe Joseph. See if we can find out.
The Crosby
Oh.
had a great career here and continuing on into college.
And actually, Sabrina Dawson's playing as well at Endicott. I saw her a few weeks ago, so I want to acknowledge her as well. Those two are two of the best soccer players to come out of the ladies' side.
When Sabrina was a senior, Alexa was a junior. That combination that year was a dynamite.
Unbelievable. You would just expect goal after goal after goal. It was unbelievable. Nice job, Dylan Carthy, keeping that in play. There's Powell, my man, number 6. Getting it up to Leon Lefebvre. He is so fast and furious on his feet. A lot of these kids I see in the summertime in the water, they surf, and so you know they've got that oxygenation, the good air, the deep breathing. They can run like gazelles. Just got to have that in the water. Ooh. Nice job by Charlie Harrigan. Wow, deep kick off the head of Ronaldo Powell. Ben Zeef has been pretty quiet tonight, Dick. I was looking for him to score early on.
Barstable just is keeping the play there, and Nantucket is all they can do to keep the ball away from it. There's an easy setup. Great save.
Great
there.
save. Charlie Harrigan, you just got a Tommy point, my friend. That was beautiful. Beautifully played.
Remember, we'll be giving our 3 stars out
Absolutely.
at the end of the game, and Tommy points always help you to make that 3-star list.
Nice job again by Harrigan. That could be that block could be the difference in the game if Nantucket's to come back. If Barnstable got up 3-0 right now, from a psychological standpoint, it's really tough to come back from that.
Island Variety. Halloween is here this weekend. Check out Island Variety. Cards, costumes, candy. Island Variety for all your Halloween needs.
So cute, yeah. Just pointing to Scott, this little kid on the side that is a ball boy. How cute is that?
Has to be a Brannigan.
Has to be a Brannigan, and his penny is the size of a dress on him. Has to be a Brannigan. Oh. I think they procreated.
That's it.
All their kids are ball boys. All 4 play soccer.
They have to be ball boys.
Have to be ball boys. Part of the deal if you're born in the Brannigan family. Yep, there's another Brannigan over there.
On the other side.
You just can't get away from them.
They like these under the lights game. They get to stay up late.
And then they get pizza.
Pizza after the game, and they'll be able to stay up late. And it's a Tuesday night. It feels like a weekend, but it's only a Tuesday night.
No, is the World Series on again tonight?
The World Series is on tonight.
Who are you for, the Giants or the Royals?
I think I'm for the Royals. I'd love to see the Royals win tonight, only to make it 3-3.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Giants win tonight, it's not the end. It's kind of funny though.
Right.
Who's pitching for the Giants tonight? Jake Peavy.
I know.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic?
Well, because I watched the game Sunday night. I think I'm going for Kansas City. I lived for a brief time in San Francisco, but other than that, I have no allegiance to either team.
But it's ironic, last year at this time, we were in the World Series. The 4 starting pitchers are all traded away.
Yeah.
None left. One's left, Buckholz. Peavy was the number 5 starter.
I love
and
Jake
Peavy. He didn't even get into the World Series. He was the guy that was the odd man out.
Yep.
And now here he is starting for San Francisco in Game 2, and now in Game
tonight.
6.
So maybe I'll have to pull for him tonight. I'm a fair weather fan, I guess.
And I don't know if you heard this story, but last year when the Red Sox won the pennant, and they had that duck boat ride and all around town.
He bought the boat.
He bought a duck boat,
Yeah.
and he brought it. I think he lives like
Louisiana,
Alabama,
yeah.
Louisiana. He brought the duck boat down here. So
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
It might be fun to see if San Francisco does win it tonight. And what's he going to buy? A cable car? Bring that back to Louisiana?
Piece of Alcatraz.
Yeah, buy a cell. Buy a cell from Alcatraz.
I've actually taken that tour of Alcatraz. It's pretty crazy.
Pretty boy Floyd slept here.
Well, no, you know what they do is, 1 second, we'll get back to the game, then we'll go back to Alcatraz. Oh, that's a
Do we
very...
have to? Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Our producer up there, Scott's giving us an evil eye.
Yes, Coach
we better be
Capizzo.
good.
Morgan Kohler in that defensive position along with Charlie Harrigan and Leon Lefebvre. They are doing a stellar job back there, keeping this ball in play and up past that midfield line.
Well, this soccer game is being played at the Vito Capizzo field. And the great Vito Capizzo, do you know where he is this week, Paula?
Naples, Florida.
Close,
Italy.
Close. No, he's celebrating his 50th anniversary with a
Oh, dearly
sweet bride,
Lord.
and they're cruising around Bermuda.
Oh,
Bermuda Triangle.
yeah.
Bermuda Triangle.
Is Barbara driving the boat?
She's always driving.
Because I know she's always driving the boat, but you know what they say about the triangle? Is this the end of Vito? I mean, really, the Bermuda Triangle? I wouldn't have thought
Even
so.
that can't take him down.
He's
I
going to
don't
the
think
island
so.
of Bermuda.
I'm going to be, droning him to make sure he's okay in the
he's,
ocean there.
Make sure the triangle's okay.
He's going to.
I never would have foresaw that as the ending.
He's
The
going to give
Bermuda
up red
Triangle.
wine and try a little Bermuda rum this week.
This could be a great book. I'm feeling this. I like this. Happy anniversary to Vito and Barbara, two of my favorite people.
50 years.
50 years.
Right.
Well done.
Barbara's a saint. She'll go right up there.
Yeah, I think
to the
Vito.
pearly gates without stopping.
They'll probably stop for a few
They'll-
question and answer periods, but other than that, he's
They'll ask him to
flying
take
through.
all the pipes and matches out of his pockets.
Exactly, like a small child.
You
And,
better hope she's there to help him with the answers.
right. And when God's asking them now, where was that island you lived on? And Vito says, Nantasket.
Fantastic. All right, only 18 minutes left here, and Nantucket trailing 2-0. Again, coming into this game 13-3, but no non-league wins.
What
tonight.
happens after this is a playoff game? What happens?
Well, Nantucket's got one more game Thursday, and that's the final game. That's an easy opponent, so they should win it. Then the pairings come out Friday, and the boys and the girls could get a home game. They're both close to the top 8. The top 8 is guaranteed at least one home game, and
Great.
Those games could be start as early as Sunday or Monday of next
And the
week.
same on the ladies' side, correct?
Right.
Because usually I get a phone call from you when there's the parents.
2 years ago, if you remember, the boys and the girls both had a game the same day.
Oh, we did a doubleheader that day. I remember that.
We did an afternoon game, and then we came over here for the night game, and then
The weather was great that day,
both
too.
teams won. Both teams won.
Yep.
So I think the boys were under the lights the first night, and the girls were. And then both teams had their games scheduled for like the following Monday after the weekend, and they reversed it. The boys played in the afternoon, the girls played under the lights. So that was very exciting, getting 4 home games, 2 of them under the lights.
Well,
So.
I look forward to covering with you on the ladies' side next week. I would assume they're going to have a home game. I'd be shocked if they
No,
didn't.
the girls and boys will definitely get at least one home game.
Leon Lefebvre trying to make something happen. Morgan Kohler dropping back.
But see, right now,
Charlie Harrigan, Gus
right
Day.
now, a win here, get you a better seed. You know,
Exactly.
It could make the difference of a 3rd and 4th seed to a 5th and 6th seed.
Nice job by Morgan Kohler clearing that, trying to get it up to number 28. Simon Johnson. Simon Johnson's mom's one of my favorite ladies on the island. Can I just give her a shout out? Sarah Johnson.
you
She's
just did.
I
You
love
just
that
did.
lady. She's one of the hardest
Tell me
working
that
women.
Her son's in high school already.
Yeah. She's one of the hardest working ladies, one of the coolest ladies on the island. So Sarah Johnson, I love you.
That's for you, Sarah.
That's for you,
And
Sarah.
shout out to Sarah's brought to us by Nantucket Airlines. We're all about the islands. And Sarah, give them a call, 228-6234.
Nice segue.
Dylan Carthy coming in for Leon Lefebvre. Real quickly, Alcatraz, what I did was I watched the movie with Ben-Hur the night before to get, Charlton Heston the night before to get in the mood. And went on a foggy, cloudy day, and they lock you in solitary confinement without a light bulb. I mean, it's really a great tour. Highly recommend it.
It's a nice place to visit.
You just want to visit it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Not an odd
it's not
trip.
an active prison anymore, but
Yeah.
when I was growing up, you always heard about anybody that was sent to Alcatraz was a real bad dude.
And the currents there are so strong, so it disputes that whole scenario
Yeah,
that perhaps
so-
they swam. But
Some people, escaped and jumped in the water and
it never was seen again.
Never was seen again. And
Right.
the stories that they're in South America, but I think they're probably inside a shark's. Ooh, this one's
Yeah.
coming our way. This might reach us.
Ooh!
And it right next to us.
Broke a window.
Almost came in here.
The kids. That was
If
great.
that came in, I wouldn't have thrown it back. I would have made the little Brannigan kid come up here looking for it.
No, but you know what I got a comment on now? We've got this Barstable boy down. Hopefully he's okay. But Nantucket, I don't know if it's me or the three of us, but all of a sudden there's a fire in their belly the last 5 minutes. They were coming together nicely as a team and playing some really good soccer.
They got a little anger. Once
Get
you
a
get
little
angry,
anger.
that's when you can start to get some results.
Exactly. Well put. Yeah, you get some
The train
infusion.
is coming out. The clock is still running. They should stop the clock. No, they didn't stop the clock. They should.
Am I from the old school of coaching, but when there was an injury, everybody took a knee, or do they not do that anymore?
They usually do, right? They usually do. But one of the Barstable players is upset, and the official actually put his hand out to have him step back, and he's up. So he will probably be taken out of the game. But he's being talked to too, so there was a collision out there.
It was a collision, and I think he took it pretty high up in his rib area
And
there.
I think the
See, he's
official's
grabbing
walk-
his
the
ribs.
official's walking him over here now.
He's grabbing his rib. I think I took a
I
hit
don't
to
know
the
if
ribs.
he's in trouble with the official or not, though. That's my question right now. Whether he's just injured or whether he was the
No, I thought it
one
was a.
causing the injury.
I thought maybe it was a Nantucketer hit him in the ribs.
Ref didn't see
Yeah.
Ref didn't
that
see
old
it.
trick.
Yeah, but if we can listen in for a second, maybe we can hear what he's saying.
Well, I think he said he wanted the player to sit down for the rest of the half.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but well, I'm not going to say what I think.
But when he asked him to sit down for the rest of the half, you don't know if that's discipline or he's hurt. But
I think he took a hit, an intentional hit, perhaps to the ribs, just by the body language and watching what was going on with the ref and the way he was showing him somebody hit him with their fist, but pushed.
So that was a good 3 or 4 minute break there. So the clock.
Oh, the clock was running during all
The
that?
clock was running during all that. Yes. The referee on the field turns the clock off, but I don't understand why the clock person wouldn't turn it off too, knowing that they're only going to add the time on at the end anyway. So the fans.
Where is the clock person?
The clock
Over
person
on the
is
other
right
side?
straight across from us. Yes. Course in today's game brought to us by Maddock Marine, full service marine over 40 years. Need your boat on the water, Maddock Marine can do it for you. Sea Grill, all locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. The Sea Grill, 45 Sparks Avenue. Remember, you're watching this on Visitor Network TV, Channel 99, Geno TV, and another Save Bike article. And you also can check it out on the net by going to genotv.com.
This is what I wanted to talk with you real quickly about, was the National Federation of State High School Associations. Because you and I were talking about concussions a couple weeks ago, Dick, and this is on the boys' side. Their position on headgears does not consider soft or padded headgear products as effective equipment in preventing a concussion in non-helmeted sports. So I found that interesting.
Well, they wear helmets in hockey. The hockey players get concussions. They certainly wear helmets in football. Football boys get concussions.
Right.
So they're saying that. But an interesting stat, and we talked about this a couple of years ago, the Globe did a survey of Eastern Mass sports for concussions. I think it was probably for like 2010, 2011 school year, somewhere in there, and the most reported concussions. Now, again, you got to say reported concussions, because lots of times kids will get a concussion and not tell anybody. Lots of times school won't consider it a concussion, and a kid gets banged on the head and they sit them down for 5 plays and put them back in. But the most reported concussions at the high school level was from girls soccer, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, and that was I felt that just jump out at me when they ever said that. You know, you probably name 5 or 6 other sports before you get to girls soccer as being.
So
the leader.
that begs the question: if that's the case, shouldn't they continue to monitor the effectiveness or the potential effectiveness thereof of wearing headgear?
They should, because they definitely should, because.
That's huge.
You're finding out adults that played the game 20, 30 years ago are being affected by it now. And now, now they're saying that kids in the pee-wees, whatever you want to call them, the 6 and 7-year-olds are having reported concussions.
Unbelievable. That young, that's crazy. Dylan Carthy trying to make something happen there. Benny Zeef catching a bit of the action. Nantucket, the last 3-4 minutes has been quiet. They need to get back into that zone that they had going that we were talking about.
Oh, what
Carter,
a save!
What a save. Wow.
That's
a Tommy point.
Tremendous shot. A tremendous shot. And
wow.
I was ready to say it was 3-0. I think it just dipped enough.
Dipped enough in the height and
to get up there. And he was at the top of his leap, getting his hand on it.
That was great reach on his part. Nice job, Carter.
This is trouble, though. The header gets in there, but Nantucket clears it.
His grandmother's in my office, Carol Miller, so I'm sure she's a happy grandmother with that. Nice play, Carter. And much needed, I might add. Right now, 2-0.
She's probably at the game. I see her at the game.
Oh, absolutely. 8:51 left on the clock in the first half, and the temps are starting to go down. What are you going to be for Halloween?
I might be a lion.
I'm going to be a nun.
A nun?
Yeah, I found a great outfit at the thrift shop. Look at this nice hustle. Wow. Wow, I thought Leanne Lefebvre was having a huge breakaway there. Excuse me, Ben Zeef.
Mother Paula? Is that what we call her if we see her in the street?
Mother Angelica. No, it has the habit, the flying nun, the whole thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm excited. No, just bow when you see me.
Just bow.
Yes,
okay.
just bow.
Well, I do that anyway.
Of course.
Whether you have
well, make it a more dramatic bow. Profound, shall I say. 8:02 on the clock. Nantucket throw in. Jack Sylvia looking for somebody to get that ball to, but they want to get that off fast. You don't want to give the opposition time, and he dribbled it to number 26.
Hello?
I apologize, I don't have his
How you
name.
doing, buddy?
Barstable Red
Good,
Raiders
we're on air,
looking to score one more before the half,
Yeah,
and
I got my mic covered up.
Nantucket looking to score their first goal of this half.
Scott, Gino's here. Any questions for Gino? No, Scott says you got...
Just don't call during the game.
Scott's got everything under control, he said. Field hockey made the tournament.
Simon Johnson trying to turn that
we'll do the
around.
Field hockey game. So, all right, Gino, talk to you later.
Great hustle there by number 13. That would be Gus Day. Remember the goal in soccer, Dick, as we always say, keep the ball away from the goal. You do not want to cross in front of the goal with the ball.
We just got a long-distance phone call from Gino, checking in on us, making sure we're all here.
What country?
I don't know what country he's in. I think he said it's 6 in the morning there. He just woke up. He thought he was calling room service for coffee.
He must be bored if he's calling us at
He's
6 in the morning.
Us, right.
Wouldn't want to be on a vacation with him. Barrel of fun. Oh, it's number 7 from Barstable. He's got great reach. Nice job by Carter Cool. He's going to try to rock that as far to that midfield line as he can. And look at that kick. Nice. Well past it. Right up to number 21 for Nantucket. I'm missing a couple of numbers here. Oh, maybe that's Stefan Silverio. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That's in, no? Oh, I thought that got
I thought it
behind
was
him.
too.
I thought that got behind him.
But
It did get behind him, but I thought it got over the white line. All it has to do is touch the white line.
You know, I didn't see who that was going in because I was looking down to try to figure out a couple of these new numbers. But the great news
So
is
the goalie is suspect if they can keep some pressure on him. And that almost trickled in behind him. I thought it did make the white line, but the official was close enough, and Nantucket didn't complain, so I guess my angle wasn't the best angle.
I think that was Stefan Silverio. And number 26, I'm going to say John Paul Stastrimski, but I'm not positive on that. But his number he's wearing is 26, and I want to acknowledge him because he was playing really well up there with Jack Sylvia, Gus Day, Benny Zeef, Stefan Silverio. You know what the thing is? The catalyst, the match has been lit with Nantucket at least getting that shot on goal, and almost goal. That they've started, and they just got to keep chipping away, and rebuilding their confidence. Morgan Kohler coming in, Jack Sylvia in. Change of command. Sean Ryder, number 14 in. Solid defensive player for Nantucket. Ooh. Andrew Dawson.
Give a shout out to Tom Potchman, who is usually at the boys' games. He's out visiting his son in Colorado. He'll be back next week.
Don't they realize soccer's going on right now?
I don't know, yeah.
Andrew
His
Dawson.
son used to play soccer.
Oh, that's right.
Too,
Justin and Jeremy. Andrew Dawson, number 3.
He's visiting Justin.
We were just talking about his sister, Sabrina. Jack Sylvia, he had a brother that graduated a couple years ago. He was a really good soccer player.
Yes, he did. I forget his first name now.
Like awesome soccer player, as they say in Boston.
All right, we're probably down to about the final 7 minutes. The clock is saying 4, but we were stopped for the injury for close to 3 minutes.
Oh,
it was a tough one.
Be careful. Man up, mark up, I should say. Nice. Nice clearance there. That was Dylan Carthy. That kid, I do remember him from last year, Dick. He's good. I think he's only a sophomore, I want to say. Let's see. Yep, he's a sophomore.
Portion of today's game brought to us by the Fairgrounds Restaurants. Check out the Fairgrounds. 15 HD TVs for all your sporting events. College football, World Series, and pro football. The Patriots, Sunday at 4:25. Catching at the Fairgrounds.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, that split the two defenders there. They got a little bit lazy on that there. Carter was playing the angle coming down the right side. The shooter, though, knew exactly what he wanted to do. He just punched it forward, and Carter was going the other way. So a tough break there for the Wheels to give up that one. We have about 5:50 to go.
5:50 to go. Caleb Patterson trying to break up that play, but that's the second time the Red Raiders have gone to that. It almost reminds me of a football move, so to speak, the way they just drill it down the middle with defenders on each side. But both times they've had a clear shot, and they're a solid team. They're D1, correct, for soccer?
D1,
yeah.
Right. You mentioned football. The football team finished 3rd in the power rankings. They'll have a home game. Right now they're talking about a change, moving to Friday night. They're going to play Cohasset. And last year Nantucket was ranked 8th and had to go on the road to Cohasset, the number 1 seed. This year Cohasset has to come here, so sort of a rematch.
Is that this Friday?
It's right now it's scheduled for Saturday, but I was talking to Chris Murray, the AD, before the game, and he's looking at the weather, and he might make a decision tonight to move it to Friday, only because he said since it's the night game, if the wind ever comes in and they play the game and then the team doesn't get off island. And the field hockey team finished 16th, and they're going to get a home game versus Mashpee.
Great.
But
if he just slowed it down a notch.
Open net. Yeah, you're right there, Paula. He hurried too much. He thought he thought he had to go quickly, but he had an easier shot to turn around and try to pick the corner. And that would have been huge for the Whalers.
You want to make that ball your best friend. If he had just dialed that in for a nanosecond, he would have had that. That was a clear shot, but you know what? He's playing outrageously good soccer up there. Ditto for Charlie Harrigan. Nice job getting it back to Carter Cool to regroup. And this half should just be about winding down, Dick.
Well, the clock is still saying 1 minute, but we had that one injury timeout. So I'm going to say there's probably 3 to 4 minutes.
Lori Moran I saw today when I was in the store, and she said field hockey's home tomorrow, and I have not seen them play once, and I have not seen football. And Lori Moran does an outrageously Good job with field hockey, and
Uh-oh.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Rebound came right back out. Barstable's making it look too easy now. And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, a game that was fairly close is sort of getting out of hand here.
But I think we saw that coming. They played Barnstable before. They lost decisively.
Lost on the road 5-2,
Yeah.
but you expected a little better first half here today.
Home field advantage.
Home field advantage. Again, they're playing, you call it home field advantage, but it's the first time they've been playing on this field this year, so you sort of give up a little your home field advantage
Right.
when you play the night game. But there's still time, plenty of time to go. A couple of minutes left in the first half.
You know, this is such a well-coached team. They recognize coming into this game the odds are stacked against them. This is a D1 team, as you were saying. Nantucket shouldn't be, hanging their head by any stretch. But, it's tough when it's 4-0 in the first half. But, maybe I think the goal should be for Nantucket to come out in the second half and to score a couple goals.
Score a couple goals.
Pride is on the line right now.
But, Barstable coming into this game, I think they're 10-3-3. 10-3-2,
Yep.
coming into this game at 10-3-2. This is a big game for them because they want to get a higher
Seeding,
seed.
yep.
So they want to go to 11-3-2, which will give them a home game in the tournament.
Dylan Carthy just working his magic, trying to make something happen there. Charlie Harrigan, ooh. Did he just call a foul? I think we might be seeing, are we going to be seeing a free kick here?
Well, if it is, it's a tough angle, but that's what it is.
Yep.
It's a tough angle. That's the one consolation for it. But
Charlie's just such a scrappy, solid player. I think the emotions came out of him, the frustration, and his hands came out.
I think this will be a pass rather than a shot. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there goes the pass.
And we should just be hearing the whistle here momentarily.
Portion of the first half brought to us by Joe Lepacki, CPA, small firm, big difference, helping self-employed people in Nantucket with their taxes for over 15 years.
Speaking of football, real quickly, though, I've not seen the football team play. Brian Ryder sounds like he's ripping it up as coach, which doesn't surprise me by any stretch.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping I get to see
back
them.
to the basics.
Back to the basics. It's working.
Nantucket just comes out and lines up and says, we're going to hit you, and if you hit us, you better hit us hard.
I love it. I love it. Back to the basics.
But you can get to see the field hockey tomorrow. In football, either Friday or Saturday, depending on how the weather lines up, and you have your trifecta in, all sports covered in 1 week.
You can't beat that.
Scott's going to be our cameraman as Gino's traveling around the world.
And Gino will be calling in to check in.
Gino will be calling in every game because he's like Santa Claus. He knows what you were doing. He knows when you've been good, so you better be good.
Nice hustle there by Charlie Harrigan. Just great kick, great momentum, trying to make something happen and feed that ball down to that forward line. It's like he can just read his mind as to what he wants, and he wants a goal.
20 seconds left, so Barstable is going to get one more shot down the field. No, Nantucket takes it out.
Number 28's just come in for Nantucket. A couple of these names I got to check when we have halftime to find out who's who.
That is halftime. So we played one half here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and it's Barnstable 4, Nantucket 0.